Air travel safety is paramount, and the investigation into the crash of the 737 MAX, operated by Ethiopian Airlines, has shed light on the crucial role that proper flight control systems and sensor data play in ensuring a safe journey for all passengers. Tragically, the flawed system in the 737 MAX was responsible for the loss of 157 lives, leaving investigators to piece together the events leading up to the devastating crash. Welcome to Air Crash Investigation, the YouTube channel where we explore the deadliest aviation disasters and unravel the mysteries behind them. From mid-air fuel shortages to pilot error and beyond, join us as we delve into the most shocking and terrifying moments in aviation history. Subscribe now, and don't miss a single episode of this gripping series. Officials in Ethiopia have stated that the training on the MAX jets provided by Boeing was determined to be inadequate. They have also noted that the flight control system known as MCAS was activated 4 times while the pilots tried mightily to regain control of the plane before the crash. The outcomes of the interim study conducted by Ethiopia's Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau were made public 1 day before the impact anniversary of Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302, which was headed to Nairobi. The families of those killed in the Ethiopian Airlines tragedy continue to have Boeing's heartfelt sympathies, according to a manager for the company who talked with the press. In addition, it stated that it is currently awaiting the official recommendations from the final report. The United States National Transportation Safety Board, which is the accredited representative for the United States, has requested and is directing Boeing to continue providing technical assistance in support of the inquiry. Boeing is following these requests and directions. We are looking forward to going over all of the information and official recommendations that will be contained in the final report that the Ethiopian Accident Investigation Bureau will issue, Boeing stated in a statement. A worldwide grounding of the Boeing 737 MAX fleet resulted from that fateful flight, and another one operated by Indonesia's Lion Air in 2018 that crashed into the Java Sea, killing all 189 passengers and crew. A little over a year has passed since the implementation of the worldwide grounding. The crashes eventually caused Boeing to stop the manufacture of the planes, which had an impact similar to a ripple through the supply chain of the aerospace company. The MCAS flight control system was a contributing factor in both the Lion Air and Ethiopian Airlines accidents. If sensors determine that the angle of attack, also known as AOA, is excessively steep, which could lead to the aircraft stalling, the system is programmed to force the nose of the aircraft to be lowered. Yet the sensor data in both collisions needed to be more accurate. During the flight operated by Ethiopian Airlines, the authorities discovered a difference of 59 degrees between the AOA sensors located on the left and right sides of the aircraft. The MCAS system processed the erroneous information, which then activated, causing the plane's nose to be continually pushed down while it was in the air for the first 6 minutes after takeoff. According to the initial assessment, there was a time when the pitch angle dropped from 0.5 degrees nose up to minus 7.8 degrees nose down. And as a direct result, the rate of descent jumped from 100 feet per minute to more than 5,000 feet per minute. According to the report, the pilots identified the problem since they turned off the MCAS system once it was activated. After that, they made an effort to manually regain control of the aircraft and adjust the trim to bring the nose back up. The pilots eventually reactivated the MCAS system, although the report does not explain why. This choice caused the pilots to lose control of the aircraft again, and they could not pull it out of the dive. When it crashed, the plane was reportedly slanted downward at an angle of 40 degrees and rushed towards the ground at a speed of more than 500 feet per second. According to the report. Although Ethiopian officials do not point to pilot error as the cause of the tragedy, they note that the pilots should have gotten training in a cockpit simulator on what to do if MCAS fails to function properly. Returning the MAX to service has been a high objective for Boeing, notwithstanding the difficulty of achieving this goal. Boeing had anticipated its speedy return, but that objective has been delayed multiple times due to authorities pressing for additional modifications, particularly those in the United States. This includes claims that federal authorities will issue an order to have some electrical wire bundles relocated on the MAX jets because they are too close to one another and could catch fire. Federal regulators are concerned that the MAX planes have a higher fire risk due to wire bundles proximity. Since the planes were forced to the ground, Boeing has found another possible hazard. While assembling the planes, tools and other materials such as rags and wrappers were left in the fuel tanks. Last month, officials from the Federal Aviation Administration stated that certain panels on the MAX jets, including a metal layer that provides a barrier for aircraft wiring, are vulnerable to the possibility of electromagnetic impacts of lightning strikes or high-intensity radiated fields. In December, Boeing ceased manufacturing the airplane, the company's best-selling airliner for many years. Immediately after that, the repercussions of the manufacturing slowdown began to influence firms farther down the supply chain, such as Spirit AeroSystems, which stated in January that it intended to lay off roughly 3,000 people because of the slowdown. At the beginning of this year, Boeing noted that the company estimates that the FAA and other global regulators will move through with the ungrounding of the 737 MAX by the middle of 2020. In March 2019, Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 crashed shortly after takeoff, killing all 157 people on board. The investigation into the crash found that a faulty sensor called an angle of attack or AOA sensor was to blame. The sensor, which provides information about the plane's position in the sky, gave incorrect readings, causing the plane's automated systems to repeatedly push the plane's nose down. This tragic event highlights the importance of reliable and accurate technology in the aviation industry. A faulty sensor can have deadly consequences, as seen in this case. It also underscores the need for proper training and preparation for pilots to handle unexpected situations. As technology continues to advance, it's crucial to ensure that safety remains a top priority. Airlines must invest in the latest technologies and ensure they're thoroughly tested and reliable before using them on commercial flights. Additionally, regular aircraft equipment maintenance and checks are crucial to ensure their safety. Overall, the Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 tragedy serves as a reminder of the importance of safety in the aviation industry and the need for continued vigilance to prevent such incidents from happening in the future. Thank you for watching Air Crash Investigation. We hope you've enjoyed learning about these incredible and sometimes tragic stories from the world of aviation. Subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to stay up to date on all our latest episodes. And don't forget to leave us a comment to let us know what you thought of this episode. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you at the next one.